I'm just quickly doing my dailies. So once I do that, we'll enter the new area. Sumero? It's alright, I don't know. But basically, I went into a little bit just trying to get some stuff. I'll just show you. I opened it all up because I wanted to see what it's like. Yeah, I don't know what these are locked for, but it is what it is. Ah. Done a very, very minor thing. In the quest line, I've done the smallest bit here. Masher potato. Hello. I'm assuming that is you. Little Miss Ketchum. Gotta catch them all.
The wind knows me.
Yeah, it's a unique one, but it's got an interesting story sometimes. I'm just doing, there's 4 daily things to do. I'll just do them and we'll get to the oh, I need to, yeah. You know what, these glasses are just annoying me. I don't know if they're supposed to help with blue light, but they just mark easily and make me look like I can't see something. Hold up. There's something up there. What is that? Yeah. See that time trial thing? Interesting.
Let's get down to business. One with nature.
Incinerate!
Cool it.
It's got some interesting fighting mechanics, I'll give it that. Right. So I've done my 4 dailies. Usually they're just mess around. They're not even anything of too much you know what I mean. Not usually that much of anything. Definitely interesting. Haha. I don't know why, but it's managed to pass a few hours worth of boredom, so oh, it literally is just that one now. Right.
Thank you
My
for
dailies.
Add Astra.
And there's also these. Ooh. Hey. Oh. Just new fruit mainly. Fair enough. This is it's not that, I don't know, it occupies the brain. That's all I can say really. There is some bit of story that's fun to mess with, but I'm at the point where I've done all of it and it's like, yeah, okay. I need to use my resin now. I've got it maxed. I can wait a little bit, but yeah, hold up. There's also battle pass and buyable crap. Oh, okay. I should probably slow down what I'm doing, because all you're seeing is me going brrr. But what a name though, Masher Potato. Muppet. I'll mash your potato. That sounds way worse than it was meant to be. Woo. Okay. Just spawn me off with... Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Right, so we'll activate the quest and we'll go further, obviously.
The wind knows me.
Ah, okay. Oh, here we go. Story time.
All right, next let's see. Right hand. Yes, not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah! Since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Tenari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me. So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Tanari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger. Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. We handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Come on, there we go. This is a new feature, by the way.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones. Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. No problems with this lamp. Good.
Wait, where's the lamp here?
The statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful. Paimon will fly up with you and help. By the way, that depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali? Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon? Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Siristana. Uh-huh. Then what happened? Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest. Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru? Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand. No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers.
You've just met.
Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Uh-oh.
Wait, Amber? You mean... Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
Sounds like you get a bit of a crush.
Sorry. Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure, you really like Amber. Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird. It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you... Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Fair enough.
So that's how you knew. Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really. I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
Okay.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or the Sanctuary of Siristana until you mentioned them. Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing
Was it
I want
really?
to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Dendro Archon?
Because we plan on meeting them. Oh. Yeah.
So that's why you're here. Don't mention it. We are friends after...
Alright,
You
we'll
both
just
have
get through this now. So basically, the main storyline to this is at the start there's two siblings, male, female, you know. One of the gods takes one away and the other one is you. You get basically put in a coma for a few thousand years. Your sister lives whatever she lives,
Paimon looks at it. The
and you're
deity
trying
that's
to
carved on the statue is
find them and
kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Or Lesser? You might be right. The statue does look kinda old. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure. Let's get started.
so yeah, that's what they were talking about. Oh look, it's a
Nice
snake.
work. That's one clean statue.
Hmm.
Let's head down and meet up with Kale. We're back!
Yeah, but if I'm streaming, I can't just constantly look at
You must be
messages.
tired after all that climbing.
Mm,
Let's take
okay.
a little break. I brought some
Food and water.
food. What kind of goodies did you bring? Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that. I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them.
That actually sounds pretty nice.
No, you dropped it on the ground! Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Okay, okay.
Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
As you can tell, floating companion Paimon is
Those
very
are
interested,
amazing. You
very
really
interested in
could,
food.
Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
See?
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime.
Oh yes.
Oh, yay! Thanks, Kale.
Free recipe.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time. So, Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon
Yes, her
knocks stuff
point
over all
is
the
annoying.
time flying around the Traveler, but he's never said anything. No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
Sounds like a little bitch.
Seems you already know him well. Anyway, I'm sure the sages were not happy about his responses. Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets. Really? Paimon would have never Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here. Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little, but it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh why? Is he going to die?" It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while. Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
How can you not laugh at such a small being trying to be so...
Holly started to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some primordial wrath! No! Don't touch me!
Well,
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon? No, I just... I didn't mean that. Kale, are you okay? What's the matter? No, I'm... I'm fine. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Huh?
well.
What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Paimon, you're such a baby. That's what you call running, Paimon.
Ah, Traveler. You've
Yep, we're back.
Oh, Kale? Yes, I saw her go in.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
Fair enough. What did you do to her, Paimon?
Time to go.
Somewhere about there.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for... Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She need...
Fair enough.
Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Paimon, a little bit late for that, mate.
Alright, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because, well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
Okay.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right.
Die.
Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
The hell is that?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What?
Ah, it appears you're already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor.
So, basically, there are 7 nations at the moment. One of them, one for each element. And the ice element, which I'm assuming is going to be the last area we unlock. The ice element contains the Fatui, which is basically, I think, their army. It's like, kind of. I don't really know, but basically they're meant to be one of the bad guys. And they're currently trying to claim a bunch of Gnosis, which is like god powers, for their Archon, which is basically their god. So yeah, Fatui, bad.
I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Just blame it
Well
all on the
said.
Fatui.
I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. Alright, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Okay, fair enough.
We'd like to do something to help Kale too.
Alright, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as lunar lotus. It's often used to help those
I already
afflicted
have
with
some.
Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Lunar lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
What's this?
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Lunar lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh, huh. Okay then. New Tapai. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
Oh, missed a bit. Oh, there's too many. I'm just kind of... I don't care enough. I just want to get this rose. Is it the rose? No. I've already got some of it. Leave it to me. I have some.
There should be
Take mine.
lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this area. If you could manage to gather 4, we'll
Yep.
rendezvous.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. I feel like I've already got them, but oh, they asked for fresh ones.
Alright, we've gathered enough lunar lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
Oh, he actually just waited there. You could have like helped.
Tainari, we found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Huh.
Oh, Tainari, someone's gone.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so? Let's go find out what's going on.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The Withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already clear just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Really?
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
Yeah, exactly.
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the Withering.
Well,
The
then
affected
teach
areas
me.
not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the Withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If
I
any
can
of the forest
manipulate
rangers
all of
without a
them, you-
vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. you don't seem to carry a vision.
No.
Don't worry, he may not have a vision, but he's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
Exactly. See?
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me.
Come on. Yeah,
We
yeah.
typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close.
I got a little bit disorientated there. Oh. Withering zone. Ah.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved. Thank you, but I must warn you. Don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing, after all. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then?
Yep, let's go. Teach me how to do this, because I...
First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
You're doing it. Okay. You've got withering thing on you. Is this any reason for it? Oh, it's this one. No. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Incinerate!
Whoa, okay. I did it. Nope. Means over there. Okay. Ooh. I see.
Motion to compel!
Wait, that didn't give me... There we go.
Hello.
Hello. Changed games and I'm streaming it, so...
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, that's fine. I forgot I was still in the party, to be fair.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll send it.
It's a bit... Alright, I should probably leave.
Great work. Now that all the brick branches have been cleared,
Oh, fuck. Sorry, Yo.
Motion to compel! I swear by my sword! Incinerate!
now, destroy the tumors of the withering.
Oh, you just press it, okay. Okay.
We did it! Everything's returning to normal now!
Yes, thanks to you two. We were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
So that thing that popped up was a notification. Basically, I'm in a party and all that stuff, so any PlayStation notifications that pop up, it censors it on the stream, so you don't see the pop-ups. That's why it came up with a black box.
It's that obvious, huh? Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which the Withering Zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that Withering Zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The Withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the Withering Zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover.
Damn.
This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of Withering Zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? Well, why is that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions.
Oh. So the Withering isn't just...
none that we know of. The Withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before? Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. You can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right?
Oh,
They're
yeah,
like
yeah.
the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground, all the way up to the surface.
Okay.
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Fair enough. That doesn't seem like it's too bad of a thing. Please tell me it's got one. Okay. I wanted to be lazy. Nope, get lost. I'm not here to have fight.
The wind knows me.
Right. Ooh.
Time to go.
Is there any? I want fast travels. Fine. Ooh. Where? Wait, where is this pointing? I don't have a clue. I give up. Oh, there it is.
Tainari, you all made it back. How did it...
The Withering Zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Wait, is that?
Ooh.
Oh no, Hypatia!
Hypatia. What?
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, okay.
Her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first. Oh, Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What?
Okay.
You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... well, I prefer... Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible.
Okay.
I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? You're not... But wait, how'd you know that he'd be okay this time?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that he would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsol's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious? That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you. Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Teyvat.
Yes, I have called my character Gur. Because originally, I didn't want to play this game. So, I did it for a friend. And me being me, I was like, I don't want to play it. So I was like, you know what? Gur is my character. They never actually say your character's name. Which is upsetting, but it's funny.
My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
Okay, okay.
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
She's been doing it for how long? And we just was like, yep.
But will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment.
So basically, she intentionally ignored us, and we're just about to go, yeah, cool, okay. Okay. We actually had to wait.
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may know. I should be the...
Yeah.
Hypatia should still be in the
Ooh.
cave. What's going...
What's... this... Oh... Monsters... that are... Yahoo! Where's the cave? Down here.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Where's the cave? Ah. I don't see anybody.
look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
Oh.
There you are. Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry.
There's no way we
Do you
can get
have
her to
food?
eat in her current condition.
Oh.
Huh? Wait,
It's foggy all of a sudden. Huh. Through the mist. Nope. We look like we're higher. Yep.
how things out here end up looking like this?
Wait, what?
What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area.
I still don't get how it transformed, but with this game's logic, I'm not going to question it. Ah, chest.
Wow,
Oh,
this place is huge. I knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
oh. Okay. Ah, that's where I need to go. Couldn't find out where it was. This one? Or is this where we came from? No, we didn't come from here, right? I think I should just go to the waypoint. Yum. Whoa. Okay. Magic.
Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
I don't know. I'm not gonna question it. Shut the hell up, Paimon. Oh. Whoa, okay. God damn it. I hate that when you're just leaning on one of the wires. Oh, get. What's this? Oh. Ooh. Okay. We're back. Yep. You annoying game. Jump. There we go. Ooh. What happens if I do this? No. Back to sim 1. Yeah, this is... See? Whoa. Okay. I wasn't expecting this one.
One with nature.
Incinerate!
Oh, there's more. Oh.
Into the wind. Dodge this.
What the hell? I did not accept this. How do I get out of this? God damn it, man. I'm missing a chest. I want my chest back. I'll have to go and get that manually then, hopefully. Or not. Wait, huh? Ah, yes, confusion. Am I needing to touch whatever them things are? Are these dangerous? They hurt. Oh. Whoa. We're high up in this thing. I want my chest. Thank you very much, Lee. If it's still here. Ooh, thank God. Ooh. See? I'm just going to take this back because I can't be bothered. Ooh, what did I just get? Ah. I don't know what this... Oh. I was about to say I don't know what this does, but I'm going to press it. What the hell? Loving the lag.
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute.
We're in a Leeway
What's the
temple.
matter? You don't look so
Not
good.
Leeway, Inazuma. Right? Not good. That's why. Ooh. What do I have to press?
Wind strider.
I can't cheat. What's this? Is that just... That looks like it's supposed to be something. Oh. That's what it is. Something like that. Do I need to be on the exact spot? Come on. should be it, right? God damn it. Okay, so the spot lied to me. I had to go forward. So I wonder why it wasn't working. Boop. Oh.
One with nature.
I was about to say, why do I not trust this corridor? That's exactly why. Oh. Oh, who are you? That's a Fatui. Yep. No, it's an abyss. Oh.
Looks like we meet again, traveler.
So, there is two enemies of the world. Fatui, which, well, let's just say they're mean and they want, I've explained the Fatui. And the Abyss. The Abyss is basically the old world order. Before, way back when, it was the humans ruled, as far as I'm aware. And then gods come in and had a massive fight, causing all sorts of catastrophe, all the mess that's around. And then 7 winners, so 7 nations, 7 elements. And basically these are just bad guys that want it back to how it is and will cause as much trouble as whatever.
What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Another note, your sister, who is now the leader of the Abyss. So that's where she is. Or whichever one you go for. Your sister, your sibling, one of the two. But yeah.
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you.
They do now.
Bow before the abyss.
The wind knows me.
Funny
Fallen
thing is,
leaves adorn my night.
Breath of the flame. Motion to compel. Go as one.
Don't get frostbite.
Barbados, guide us.
you gonna die quick, Abyss.
Wind strider.
Incinerate.
Uh-oh.
Freeze.
Motion to compel.
Wait, why are you not taking any vaporization damage? I suppose I just needed to survive.
Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. We
Okay.
beat others like him before. What's wrong this time?
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your sister. Oh, pitiful
Oh. Yeah, and your existence is meaningless at this point.
Today will be your last.
I doubt that. But, you know, try me. I just wake up from this dream world. I don't even know if it's a dream world, but... this is taking awfully long to load. Oh, something's going on.
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia. Oh, there she is! Quick!
So sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that? Are you okay? Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better...
Fair enough, fair enough. No.
Whoa! Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
Fruit juice! Oh. Yeah, you actually got it.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you?
Sorry, we're just watching you sleep. Nothing creepy going on.
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
Cool, cool. Yep, yep. No. What's going on?
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you.
Nope.
I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you...
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
She lied. Trying to knock.
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone.
What did they
I feel
have?
like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me. Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul. Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier. Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare. Alright, we're out, traveler. Today's
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from up.
Cool, let's go. Where's the fire? What?
all done. Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us. Oh, it smells amazing. And the box is a nice touch too. Let's go serve this up and start eating with a bit.
That's actually quite cool. Here, have food.
Are you already finished cooking? Smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte.
Why is it not? Okay. Oh. It wasn't letting me scroll onto it.
Are you already finished cooking?
Yes, yes. There we go. That was weird. Yes.
Even though everything you mentioned
I'll
was
tell
in
you in a
Tainari's
second.
letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spirit Borneo for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spend their entire lives without ever
So why does this incense allow people to...
The ingredients used to make Spirit Borneo primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth. Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was he sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to his body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, he could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experienced a sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spirit Borneo would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though. It appears you've already... Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon. But unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spirit Borneo should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa. You're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all.
Un momento, I really need the bathroom.
member of the Ratawe Darshan at the Academia. My main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage.
Ooh.
Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa! So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Aren't you afraid of the risks, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Huh? Is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be.
It's not, but okay.
Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things he saw when he connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me. There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Another foodie. Never gets old.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
Fair. Right, where them little people at? Can I not reach? Ah, there we go. Yee-hoo! I don't know what these things are, but they're fun. Whee! Whoa! I'm glad I didn't jump down into the abyss of nothing.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Ghulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Ghulam, we're leaving.
Huh. They give me an evil look.
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
Probably.
We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short. How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Immorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a...
Oh? What?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise. So I'll leave it to them to show you how to...
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! That's right! Tainari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave.
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path toward... She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tainari. All right.
Farewell. And good luck to you.
I feel like we're gonna meet you sooner than we think. also. Woo.
I'll have to grab a drink with Flame May when I'm back in the city.
Where is this? Maybe it's up. I assume so. Right, let's just talk to you at the moment.
I've been waiting. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey. Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City. Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend, not some girl that needs your sympathy. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another. There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We care.
That means a lot.
Totally.
Before you leave, I have something for you.
Oh, really?
Oh?
Recipe?
It's my recipe for pita pockets.
Yay.
I told you
Hell
that
yeah.
I'd give you a copy, remember? My yay! Thanks, I hope
Yeah,
that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville. Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell.
Said it so professionally. Right, on a more serious note, I want to find this... Where is thou? I can't see. Just onto the house we go. Ooh, where? Where? Where is it? Okay, I give up. Oh. That's where. That works. Haha. Gotcha. I don't know why, but I just love collecting them. They're just... Really? Another one. There's tons around here. I feel like I shouldn't collect them, because eventually I'll need to look on a map and collect them all. Oh. But, you know, if I don't collect at least some on my own, it's a bit cheap, right? Whoa, okay. I don't know what I just activated,
I hope the others find some.
but I won't say no. Okay. Do I activate? Yeah, I think I might. Basically, you have different characters. You can collect them from wishes mainly. Your main guy, or girl, whichever you choose, is this one. And this is what you see in the cutscenes. These are other characters that you can get, and they all have different weapons, different abilities, different elements. You know that woman we were just with? I have her. So you literally can. You'll actually meet most of these people around the world at some point. But otherwise, they're just useful to have. Go on. 90! Is that still the max? Yeah, that is still the max. Okay. Now I'm gonna get that one up max. So yeah, literally it's just different characters you have. Main... Ooh. If you're on your own, you'll have 4, or up to 4. You can decline having some. Yeah, so you can have less. But it's for elemental reactions that you have different ones. Different people with make different dynamic, and they're useful sometimes having others. I don't like these ones because you can't hear them talking. They don't talk. Cool. Yeah. Woodland encounter. I'm sorry, but I'm going to hit the decline. No. Can you go back to my other one, please? No? There we go. Oh, that's literally right on the border of the city. I didn't realise that was. So yeah, literally, it's just because there's different people to have. In a second, I'll show you how you get majority of them. You'll get a few of them here, there, and everywhere from just general BS-ery. Bullshit. And then there's this one. So, as you can see for this one, the main one that you'll get... Actually, best to show you the basic wishes. You can't see the details of them, but they've got majority of the people, really. Then they go... These ones are on a timer. They're special ones, and this is the character I want. Unfortunately, I don't have it. Ooh. Do I have any? I don't have any. Okay. You buy wishes, fates, sorry. They're wishes, but whatever. Primo gems is what you collect randomly around the place. And then you build them up, and it's better to pull 10 at a time. So doing a 10 guarantees you at least a purple, which is a 4-star. You know, it can give you 5, which is what I want from this one. I want Zhongli. He's... You know, I said Archons, the leaders, the gods.
What's the hurry?
Zhongli is god number 2, basically. First one was air. He's Geo, which is ground. So, He's the second. He no longer has his god powers, but he's still a decent player character. Wait, what?
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds...
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival.
Conveniently,
Here are your
huh?
Akasha terminals. Please handle them with care.
Oh no, what is this gonna do to me?
It kinda looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Okay.
Oh, since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanagi. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Whoa, hello there.
Whoa. Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it. Oh, that'll come in real handy.
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Fair enough.
Now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusanagi. Let Paimon try. 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Seems pretty similar to what Kale was telling us. Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tipping... Paimon's brain is exhausted. Oh, smart idea! But what are you going to ask it? Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru. You too?
Huh?
Well,
Hello.
glad it's not just Paimon. Huh. Could it be because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know,
Okay.
maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to this sort of question. He's from Sumeru and even has a
I don't know what you mean by do the 5, but sure.
Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Let's head over and have a look. Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Great! You see, Tainari sent us here and...
What? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results, but...
Here! This is a letter!
Oh, let me see... Ah! Ooh, what a relief. Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information.
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know...
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha. Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that?
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon.
Fair enough.
Controlling
information
ever
much?
since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the sanctuary of Surasthana or made a public appearance.
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. You could certainly try asking around and see if anyone else has
What on
ideas.
earth are you
And
random
besides, you
messages?
two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing.
Why?
In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
Okay.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me. Hey, come on! This is a survival skill at the academia.
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low, but this is so low, it's like digging holes in the dirt.
Ouch, Paimon.
So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here. Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right! Catherine!
Good old Catherine. Ooh. Catherine, what can you tell me? What good old-fashioned...
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you.
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
Probably not.
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait.
Not gonna give her information. No? Maybe?
I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Aww, another dead end.
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In Sumeru, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence.
Okay.
An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Corps of 30?
Alright, thanks dude.
What a
Enjoy.
weird name.
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception. Asphalt, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles. If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps of 30's headquarters, the Citadel of Rexar. You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
What are we trying to exploit, huh?
Alright, off to the Citadel of Rexar we go!
Also, what kind of cooking you got going on, boys? Actually, yeah. Is this the shop, or am I talking to the wrong one? Ah. You? Nope. In here? You look like you're an image in a shop that I can buy food from. Tell me and I will steal all the recipes. Well, buy all the recipes, but whatever. You get the picture. Oh. Hello? Here you are. Come on, tell me what you got. You got any good recipes? Just the 3? Ooh, wait, what? Spices. I don't know if I need them, but it's only 10k. That's depressing. Just the 3 recipes. Oh well. 3's better than none. Right. Now I've had a look at you. Is that a teapot? What's that? What is that?
Time to go.
What are you? What's the... In here? Yeah. Oh, it's a cafe. Ooh. Okay. You? Are you the woman? Yes, you are. What we got? Yeah. It's a cafe. Why do you need to ask? No? I'm just gonna leave. Thank you. Thanks, bye. I swear the loading times just get longer and longer. Ooh. Oh. This just being slow. Ooh, 3 from that one. You got anything fancy to sell? Buy a weapon. Please tell me you got like... No, you don't. You got anything that you can make for me? Yeah, just your basics. Cool. Why did I get off? You're an idiot. Thank you very much then. Now I will be on my way. Where is this? Is it this thing? I'm just stupado.
Just take my word for it.
What have you got? You're usually salesman. Salesman of great treasures.
The sight of shiny jewels always brightens my day.
So I need to do quests in order to do anything decent around here. Ooh. Like. Can't remember what I was doing. Oh! Hell yeah! I'm glad I stumbled onto this one. What's that one? Ah. I'll need to figure out which one's exactly what. Ooh. Hee hee. I'm kind of glad that's the thing now. Where's this place?
One with nature.
This thing? Ah.
Time to go.
Under the assumption that the thing is somewhere up here. This is confusing my brain. There's so many levels to this thing. Yes! Am I even going the right direction?
Time to go.
I'm supposed to go down here. Huh. I got lost in my own world, man. Leave me alone.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you to.
Oh, it's not all there.
Nice to meet you, Aslan. We'd like to ask you about something.
Are you not gonna
I
ask?
see. So, Catherine's the
Oh.
one who sent you this way.
Mm-hmm.
It's true that the Eremites network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Wait, seriously? That's it?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living. We don't beg gods for their aid. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh?
Where's that?
Why's that?
Yes.
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care for the late greater Lord Rugadavada. In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru, and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy. Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rukadevada and hold her in greater esteem. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's all.
Really? Aw. After hearing...
But who knows?
It's
We're
been
all
2 hours
just
of
guessing
this
when
thing.
it comes
We've
down
got
to
how
it.
far?
Besides, I'm sure the god of wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among people like us.
Alright, well...
No problem. Always happy to help out the Adventurers Guild.
You didn't really help out, did you? You just kind of stated the obvious that we couldn't see her because she's a goddamn deity. Who's... I mean, actually, nah, you did help us out by saying that nobody really cares.
Seems Osfond was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I don't know you'd shouting that would get some attention.
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Whoa, really? Then do you know how we can meet with her?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon. Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Archon. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome the adversity. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said, "O Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have long been found by you."
Okay.
Along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of
Are you sure he wasn't
dancing
just
wind.
hallucinating?
So long as you continue to think and ponder, we'll be wherever you go.
Yeah, thanks for the story! Paimon feels all warm and fuzzy inside after that.
Alcohol would
In
do
a
that.
way, it seems like this story is also one of the Dendro Archon's avatars.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us anything else about her?
What are you doing?
Of course. I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
Funny enough, them two people, they're about to start following her.
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened? It looks like they're searching for someone.
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, she went that way.
Quick, after her!
keep him busy.
Damn. I'm assuming you went hiding in here?
Just take my word for it.
Nope. Heading outside here? Ah, there you are.
There you are, Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Really? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I believe there's still more of them out there looking for me. Uh-oh, looks like there are some coming this way.
Huh? More of them? Then what do we see?
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult. Okay, sounds good.
Alright, let's move out.
Uh-oh, what did you do?
Trust me. Just take my word for it.
Okay.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Wait a sec. Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist on not going, then I'll have to carry you like a sack of potatoes.
Hey! Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back. Why are you still pushing her?
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the right thing to do. And knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt you. For the sake of those who love you, don't be stubborn.
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits, and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being stubborn right now are my parents. And they know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not. They still won't accept reality. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already. This should be old news to you. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mother and Father, and I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. But there's someone else in this world I'm also grateful to. Because she saved me. The love I have for her is the same I have for my parents. This is my life and my last chance. So I want to do something meaningful.
Okay. Makes
My
sense.
lady, are you sure what you're doing now is meaningful?
Yes, I'm sure. At least, it is to me.
Fine. I
won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because I agree with you.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up. And I even brought up your payment in such an offensive way.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our next topic of conversation. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. Also, you'll need someone to cover you for when you're out and about. So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half of what your father pays me. We can settle the bill when we return to the estate.
Okay, deal.
Yay! Looks like they've reached an understanding.
I'm fine, really. I just feel a little tired now that things have calmed down.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern, so let's rest up and grab some grub.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind, I'd like for you to join us.
Sure! After you rest up, we want to hear more about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Why do I get the feeling that she or her family is to do with this Lesser Lord? Because I don't know what to say.
Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. Please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Yeah, we're already super grateful for everything you told us about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
How about our coconut charcoal cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
Actually, they don't look as good.
Kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. Hey, come on! Paimon has personal preferences too, you know. Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, what made you want to follow her?
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know how, I think I've actually seen her before.
Huh? Really?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand, but actually, I know everything about you. Really? Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder, that you hate taking medicine every morning, and that you love counting the petals on your mom's skirt. Wow, you really do know everything.
That's everything.
Dinner's off. Is there anything you want? Want? Not really. I can't go anywhere or do anything. Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. Tell me what you want, and maybe I can make it happen. And can you make my illness go away? Oh. I'm sorry. But I'm not powerful enough to do that right now. Then, can you be my friend?
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that was the wall of Samiel, deserts, and all of Teyvat. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but she said that I must have been dreaming. But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of Teyvat. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world, nor would I have learned how to read and enjoy so many books. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro Archon. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zerus festival for her.
What's the Sub-Zerus festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. In those days, the festival was a huge deal. But because of the Academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival. The Academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zerus festival, forget any funding. They practically act like it doesn't exist. Maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death, so they're reluctant to celebrate it.
Aww, but that's awful.
It is. It's absolutely terrible. Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Fair enough.
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zerus festival to this day. But I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never able to contribute. But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least I could do for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be Nilu, the one who sends flowers to the estate?
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms. Did you give her something?
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much Mora prepared, so I had Nilu sell one of my skirts. I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today, and see how things are coming along. Dia, would you accompany me?
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too much, even for you.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us. And if anything happens to you, then I'd really never hear the end of it from your father.
But of course! Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Right. I'm going to end off the stream here. listening to all the cut scenes and all that has made it last a bit longer than I was expecting. So we'll continue this on another day. What day is it today? Oh, yeah, and it's 2 o'clock at night as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.